Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having an incredible day. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed. Crypto exchange Coinbase has said it prevented a little over 1,100 customers from sending Bitcoin to Twitter hackers who hijacked high-profile accounts to advertise a Bitcoin scam last week. If Coinbase didn't take the step, these customers would have collectively sent 30.4 Bitcoin, worth around $278,000 to hackers. The exchange chief information security officer Philip Martin told Forbes. Notably, this amount is more than twice the actual amount, 121,000, that hackers collected via. That's a gosh darn shame. That means these people would have gotten, oh my actual goodness, they would have gotten so much money from. Despite Coinbase's action, its 14 customers still fell prey to the scam and sent around $3,000 worth of Bitcoin to hackers before the exchange blacklisted their addresses. Gemini, Kraken, and how that's what? The fact that even one person sent money, the fact that they had to stop or blockade 1,100 other people. Like imagine people like running towards a volcano and you're like, wait, there's lava in there. Don't do that. It will hurt you. And you have to like logically tell them why they shouldn't do it. And then you have 14 people still running to dip their toes in the lava. Gemini, Kraken, and Binance users also tried sending Bitcoin to the addresses. But not as much as Coinbase's customers, per the report. All these exchanges moved to block the addresses as soon as the scam came to light. That means the people from all these exchanges, they heard about what was happening on Twitter and they had to run back to their cryptocurrency exchanges and like stop blocking people from sending, because they knew that these. The news story is, for those of you who don't know, it's been about a week, give or take a week at this point, that this all happened. Yep, no, five days, give or take. It doesn't really matter. The point is, it was something that happened on Twitter. You might have missed it. Where a good slew of accounts, it says around 130 accounts, were hijacked by scammers. I don't know what word you want to give them. Some bad people. They were bad actors, where they pretty much took over these accounts of every single famous person you can possibly think of, you know, major figures, all the people who have a blue check, and they pretty much wrote on their pages, send us 0.10 Bitcoin and we'll send you half a Bitcoin or a whole Bitcoin, or send us 1 Ether and we'll send you back 10. Now, logically, you should common sensely assume you're not going to get your money back if you send your money to these people. We went over it in that video like the day after it happened, and the problem is that you can actually see all of this on blockchain. You can actually see it on the website. You can see where all the transactions went. Pew, 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 pew. And people thought that they were outsmarting the criminals because they were simply sending transactions of like $1, 48 cents, you know, little transactions just to test the waters to see if they were going to get their money back. I assure you rather, these people were never expecting to get entire Bitcoins at one time. They were expecting people would send small amounts, because for some reason collectively people think if you send smaller amounts, you definitely worked your way around them. These people made $121,000 in I think like 30 minutes, or it was something absolutely insane. But the fact that, I mean, is this the argument for a centralized exchange because people don't know how to not fall for scams? Is that it? Is that the thing? That means, listen, that means there were thousands of people on this planet who saw these tweets from fake Elon Musk, from fake Obama, from fake Kim Kardashian. Was she one of the people? I honestly don't know. And they were like, wow, this makes a lot of sense. Obama's definitely into Bitcoin. Wait, he's going to give me free money? That sounds amazing. Wait, Kim Kardashian, she has tons of money. Why would she logically... Did you think Kim Kardashian was or Elon Musk were sitting at their computers waiting for you to send them Bitcoin so they could send you back triple quadruple, 10x the amount. So I guess the takeaway is I'm going to give them a slight nod in their direction for preventing over. Like, did these, and I'm certain these people did not send Coinbase a thank you letter afterwards saying thank you for saving me from myself, because they're probably looking for other things to send their money to so they can also continue losing their money as well. These things will continue popping up. They have been around for a while because they work, and people realize that other people, when I talk about doing your own research, it also goes into this as well. And I'm not saying it's any of you per se, but just think logically. Has anyone ever handed you free money on the street? Now, a step further, has a celebrity ever said, hey, let me give some of my money to all my fans? Nope, not gonna happen, because that's not how celebrities work. Anyway, moving on from that news, because I could really go on for hours. Like, it's just really otherworldly that people continue to fall for these things. I've seen a couple of people in the comment section also telling me that, I made a joke about this like 2 weeks ago. I was like, not even a joke. I was like, watch out, guys, because I'm pretty sure there's another BitConnect kind of thing rolling around. And I saw about 15 comments with people giving me completely different names for different projects I had never heard of that are actually all BitConnect-esque in nature. And lo and behold, these things are thriving because is it that people like to be scammed? Do they like to have their money taken away? Like, what's the secret sauce? What am I missing? Anyway, that's the Coinbase news. And without further ado, let's move on. Next up, cryptocurrency adoption will reach never before seen levels. That makes a bit more sense. Thanks to the new bill proposed by the G20. The G20 is an international organization for central bank governors and government of 20 countries in different continents. That makes sense. They include the US, China, European Union, and 17 other countries. Makes a little bit of sense. G20's interest in virtual currencies is a big win for all digital currencies. The result of the successful approval of the bill is clear: mass adoption of cryptocurrencies. This is because the countries under the G20 represent 90% of the gross world income, but that's also another discussion. 90% of the world's trade is also realized in these countries, also another discussion for the centralization of money on the planet. They also account for nearly half of the world's land area and 2/3 of the world's population. Is that all the news they have on that? Responsive to guidelines, just been working on it, even though the rules put in place by the Financial Action Task Force are intended to ensure that cryptocurrency businesses and exchanges carry out activities effectively. The feedback from Chainalysis, a blockchain analyst company, noted that guidelines made room for possible future implications that could hinder exchanges and crypto-related businesses alike. Oh, wow. So, no, whoever wrote this, I do not know who you are. Read a book, and I don't mean that in a weird way. The G20's interest in virtual currencies is not a win for all of us. They are actively trying to digitize just about everything and blockchainize just about everything. We spoke about this yesterday in an attempt to get everything under control. This entire the last 50 years have been a power grab, but this year in general has also been a massive situation where they can really sit down and talk about exactly how they're going to get the world under complete control, and it is going to be with technology. Yeah, and the Financial Action Task Force and the IMF and the BIS are all trying to figure out ways. That is the central bank, not the B. I felt like I said the BS when it was the BIS. The point is, yeah, they're actively trying to get all of this under control. This is their time to be able to do so, and this is why we've seen how many other countries have come forward this year with actual cryptocurrency regulations. We're only missing 2 now. It's India and the US. So we're going to see a slew of guidelines, and the implications for crypto exchanges and crypto businesses is going to be dramatically harsh. They're going to fall under probably more scrutinized levels of AML, KYC things. And what it'll simply lead to is I hope, the further advent and creation of and usage of decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges, which are a thing, and we should all be using them at this point. But, you know, and also the moving towards more coins that are exclusively decentralized, because a lot of these coins are going to be under government control. A lot of the coins that we have now are going to be decimated, whether you want to believe that or not. We'll come back to this conversation in 5 years and we'll talk about it all again. And it's going to make people realize that they should only be in decentralized coins, because these are decentralized and cannot be shut off by pulling a plug or walking into an office and saying, hey, you're in trouble, turn off your website. Anyway, that's the FATF news. Especially, I mean, who thought that nothing? Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Why would the G20's proposal for no? Anyway, let's move on. I'm a little annoyed by some of the articles. I mean, it's only the second article. I haven't even moved that much further. Anyway, let's move on. Next up, Fidelity is in the news. The giant fund manager, Fidelity International, holds roughly a 10% stake in the Bitcoin mining company known as Hut8. For 6 years now, Fidelity, the firm that currently manages around $8 trillion on behalf of its customers, has been mining Bitcoin. 6 years now. In May of 2017, Bitcoin.com reported on Fidelity integrating with Coinbase, mining Bitcoin, and even accepting the digital asset at the firm's cafeteria at its headquarters. Amazing. Fidelity has been mining Bitcoin since 2014, and over the years, the firm has increased its stake in the growing industry. On the 10th of June, a newly filed alternative monthly reporting disclosure with the Ontario Securities Commission shows that Fidelity owns around 10.6% in this mining company. Just recently, Hut8 Mining Corp raised $8.3 million by selling shares to investors, and it intends to add 275 petahashes of mining capacity to existing operations. The regulatory filing with the OSC shows that Fidelity International holds a great number of Hut8 shares. I mentioned many other times before, there are every single institution, company, mega corporation is probably into cryptocurrency mining in some sort of way. When I mentioned this about a year and a half ago, some people in the comment section were like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would Bank of America or Fidelity or Chase, be like they don't have these computers in their offices? And I was like, yeah, they definitely don't have them in their offices, but they are partnered with, using, own a percentage stake in these mining companies. Because, I mean, even more so, once again, Fidelity has been mining Bitcoin since 2014. This probably tells me, logically, that they didn't start out with just mining Bitcoin. They probably were buying up Bitcoin in 2012 and 2013 when the price was anywhere, it was like $50 to $200 per Bitcoin. So, logic. Anyway, yeah, all the major financial firms are now into Bitcoin. I don't even have to repeat all the other stuff that happened the last 3 days, because I think it's just hitting, what's the phrase? Deaf ears, deaf-toned ears. It's hitting a wall. Everything I say just simply isn't making it into logic. Okay, never mind. No, we're fine. We're here. I was looking, so a lot of times I kind of just peruse through YouTube just to kind of see what's going on. And I've clicked on many other cryptocurrency things. So, in my recommendations, I get recommended the cryptocurrency channels. Why didn't the news that all these mega institutions and banks can now hold Bitcoin, why didn't that make the news in a lot of other places? And a lot of other channels are just hyping up the entire DeFi thing. It's going to be, the next 6 months are going to be absolutely insane, because, logic just simply isn't hitting the airwaves. So the news is Fidelity has a 10% stake in a mining company. I assume probably a little bit more than that, and they probably own a whole bunch of other things that we couldn't even begin to imagine. But yeah, of course the rich people are into crypto because they're buying all of it, and then everyone else will have nothing left. Like, imagine in 5 years, all the accumulation that's going on right now, and then imagine they own all of it. Well, a good 95% of Bitcoin is owned by them. And then other people try to get Bitcoin and they realize they can't because it's already owned by all the rich people. And then we have to have this conversation over again that people should have been accumulating a while ago. Next up, digital asset manager Grayscale Investments unveiled a record-breaking second quarter with inflows into its trust funds amounting to over $900 million of cryptocurrency. The fund manager's total inflows for the first half of 2020 now adds up to $1.4 billion across its crypto funds, the majority of it being in Bitcoin. According to its quarter two highlights report, it added that 85% of the money came from rich people. It seems attention is starting to diverge away from Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust and into its altcoin products. In quarter two, $135 million was committed to the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, marking an all-time high. Furthermore, the firm's Litecoin Trust and its Bcash Trust witnessed their greatest inflow since quarter two of 2018. Total capital inflow from Grayscale's various altcoin trusts is up almost 650% in the past 12 months. We've been hearing a lot, and I don't know why, and I mentioned this a couple of days ago, a lot of accumulation news about Litecoin. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. But for some reason, Litecoin is making it into a lot of trusts. It's being integrated into a lot of places. It could simply be the Litecoin Foundation as working. Maybe they've figured out the golden ratio of how to talk to people and how to actually raise money, because Litecoin's definitely, I mean, I don't know the price at the moment, but Litecoin's getting a lot of positive news as of late. We went over before why Bcash was being added to a lot of these things. It's because people who were buying Bitcoin since 2014 probably had a lot of it, and therefore they came into a lot of Bcash as well as all of that kind of took place. Altcoins are doing very well. They're going to continue doing very well, and rich people, if you couldn't hear all the numbers, are continuing to accumulate massive amounts of cryptocurrencies. That is $1 billion, 1.4 billion, first half of 2020. So just imagine all the other funds who are also buying tons of cryptocurrencies, because these things are all happening over the counter. So they don't actually show up on cryptocurrency exchanges, which then leads me to believe, imagine you have 90 other companies doing the exact same thing who are very secretive, because, secretive things happen with rich people. That's nearly almost the entirety of Bitcoin's market cap. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So that's the Grayscale news and rich people buying stuff, inflows, Ethereum Trust, money news. Let's move on. Also, this one's actually quite fascinating. Trading activity on Bitcoin futures listed on the CME, that is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, has cooled notably as the leading cryptocurrency languishes in the price doldrums. Trading volume fell to $87 million with only around 1,895 contracts on Friday to hit the lowest level since the 17th of April, when the exchange traded contracts were worth around $77 million, according to data from Skew. Here's a little chart right there. Volume topped out at 914 million on the 11th of May, the day before Bitcoin underwent its third minor reward halving, and has been on a declining trend ever since. The halving was widely expected to put a strong bid under the cryptocurrency. Instead, Bitcoin's uptrend from March lows below 4,000 stalled before the halving. Following the halving, and the cryptocurrency has remained largely locked between 9,000 and 10,000 during the same exact time period, tying exactly into what we were just literally just talking about. Bitcoin option traders have completely deserted Bakkt, with its volume and open interest flatlining at $0 since the 15th of June. That was not a mistake. You heard that correctly. No one is trading on Bakkt. No one. It's still open. It hasn't closed. It's there. But no one is trading on it at all. And there's a huge decline in trading interest on the CME. I want to say it's a couple of things. It could be because maybe people don't want to trade Bitcoin futures and they find that holding the actual asset is more in their favor. I have heard through the crypto grapevine that apparently while backed does settle in physical Bitcoin, the actual underlying asset, I think when you withdraw, I think you don't actually get the BTC. I think you get the USD, and that might also be an option. It could also simply, no, I have no idea what it could honestly be. I want to say maybe the platforms are garbage. Maybe the interface is really bad. Backed was supposed to be this crazy, amazing thing. I mean, also, we still don't have the actual New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ cryptocurrency exchanges. Those have yet to launch. Maybe they thought they'd have a huge amount of fanfare in trading Bitcoin options or derivatives or futures, but that has not come true. So we'll see where this all goes. I mean, I understand the reason for trading in Bitcoin options or futures or derivatives, but it also just makes a lot more sense just to trade in the actual Bitcoin or just simply to accumulate the Bitcoin. This was meant to be a way for institutional investors, very rich people, to get into the market, to have some exposure to Bitcoin without actually having to hold Bitcoin. Maybe logic has hit them in the face and they realize that it's better just to hold the Bitcoin and wait for the future as opposed to, I don't know what it could be. But no one's really trading on the CME. No one at all is trading on Backed. Isn't that weird? Think about that. Since the 15th of June, that's a month and 10 days. No one has traded on Backed at all. It could be the sideways trading, the sideways price value of Bitcoin. That could also be doing it. Maybe they're like, oh, it's trading sideways. I don't want to Backed anymore. Who knows what it is, but yeah. Isn't that, like, that's actual weird news. Like, no one's trading them anymore. Alrighty, let's move on. Next up, the mobile payments platform Cash App is apparently bringing the Bitcoin logo to the racetrack. Wow! The Bitcoin symbol will be displayed on the car and racing suit of NASCAR driver Darrell Bubba Wallace in the upcoming season. In a viral Twitter post, Jack Dorsey, CEO of both Square and Twitter, shared designs of the Cash App sponsored race car. In one of the images, Dorsey included a zoomed in image of the Bitcoin logo. Wow, it's where is it? Wait. Oh, it's there. That's the viral tweet. So there's a big M for McDonald's. There's a big old 43. There's an also uniforms. I can see the Camaro. I see the lights. I see the Wallace. Right. That's the, who the heck would know that? Okay. Dorsey also shared the design of the racing suit showcasing the Bitcoin logo based on the tweet. Oh my gosh. The word Cash App is bigger than Bitcoin. Where the heck? The little B on the side. I can't see that. I thought it was like a squiggle or an 8 or something. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Why not have a gigantic B on his chest or on his back instead of Cash App? I feel like you have a lot more to. Okay, so yeah, apparently Bitcoin's going to the racetrack, and no one would ever. That's not even the same color as Bitcoin's logo. Isn't this what who has the green B logo? Is it Bcash? This might be the. So yeah, Bitcoin's going to the racetrack. Good luck, Bubba. I don't know if he's already raced. I honestly have no idea. This isn't the first time that there's been a publicity stunt like this. You can even Google it. Many moons ago, I think Dogecoin was also actually on a race car, like the actual face of the dog, so you could clearly see. I mean, it didn't win the race, but you could clearly tell that it was a Shiba Inu on a coin. I feel like a gigantic Bitcoin on the back would have made a bit more sense. And I think there was some other company who also put their crypto onto a car. I don't know what it is with people thinking that we're going to get mass adoption with putting letters on cars or cufflinks. Shout out to you if you know exactly which coin put their logo on a cufflink trying to raise money. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. If you were looking at this car right here, could you tell that there was a Bitcoin logo? He had to zoom into it, and this still looks like an 8. So yeah, go Bitcoin on the racetrack. It's not going to do anything. Who wasted money on this? I feel like it would. No, never mind. I was gonna say I think it would have also made a bit more sense to have like Twitter here or something like that. I don't think many people are going to be watching this race as they're hoping number 43 wins, and then looking at the word Cash App and going, "Oh my gosh, I should download Cash App." Next up, Roger Ver's in the news. Bitcoin.com founder Roger Ver says Twitter seems to be blocking him from sending tweets about non-state issued money. Ver said he was trying to send tweets about near instant field communication, or NFC, payments for Bcash and simple ledger protocol tokens from, oh gosh, it's actually called Bcash. That is literally be.cash. But was unable to. He said it seems Twitter is blocking me from sending certain tweets promoting non-state issued money. It says tweet not sent. We're sorry. Can't send the tweet. And Ver, who has been pushing Bcash, did not seem to be one of the users affected by the hack on Twitter. Lo and behold, several Twitter accounts, including celebrities and crypto exchanges, were targeted and program. The hacker directed people to donate Bitcoin to a now defunct website called Crypto for Health. Amazing. Back in June, Ver said YouTube suspended Bitcoins.com's account for basically no reason. That was the actual quote. YouTube reversed the decision and claimed the suspension was done in error. I don't know what to really say about this. I and many other people have been tweeting about crypto for many years. I've never had a tweet not sent. I wonder what was maybe in the tweet. Maybe there was just a word that in there. But then you also get into the discussion of, why can't you not post what you want on these platforms? I don't think they were specifically going after Roger Ver. But then also, I don't know. I don't run Twitter, so I really don't know. We know that Jack Dorsey loves BTC and Roger Ver loves BCH for some reason. So maybe, wouldn't that be really weird? Like, tinfoil hattie, if there was actually imagine if there was a thing like every 15 or every 18 tweets that Roger Ver tried to send out that it just simply didn't work anymore because Twitter was like, nope. Anyway, that was, I took my tinfoil hat off. Can you imagine, stop it. Can you imagine if all the mega celebrities who had been actually targeted for this, if Roger Ver had been the only one in the cryptocurrency space who had also been targeted or had his account shut down? I found that funny in my head because I feel like he would have also been fairly upset if he had been the only one targeted. Anyway, Roger Ver thinks he's being targeted by Twitter. I mean, dude, there's so many other important things happening in the world right now. Have you not seen this year? So I feel like maybe just, And to finish things off, Binance has listed MakerDAO's governance token Maker and their decentralized stablecoin DAI. That is DAI. The exchange supports 8 trading pairs. They are Maker Binance Coin, Maker Bitcoin, Maker Boost, Maker USD, DAI Binance Coin, DAI Bitcoin, DAI Boost, that is BUSD, and DAI against the USDT. The listings come amid decentralized finance's boom. They said DeFi is a hot topic, but I forgot about that store. Wow. Is a hot topic for the blockchain industry. Does it still exist? I haven't been to last time I was at a hot topic, I think I was 12. DeFi is a hot topic for the blockchain industry this year. We received a lot of requests from our users for the listings. A Binance spokesperson told The Block. Indeed, the DeFi market hit a $2 billion mark in total value, locked for the first time earlier this month. The yield farming craze is one of the main reasons behind the rising interest, i.e., more people are trying to grab the highest possible yield from various DeFi products and protocols. So the news is Binance has listed DAI and Maker to their platforms. Do they have the other coins listed? I assume they have a chain link already. I have no idea if they have Aave, Lend, and Compound. I'm pretty sure they also have Compound. Sure. I don't assume that Binance would not be listing other DeFi tokens because DeFi coins are pumping the most in the market. So it just kind of logically makes sense that if they want to make more money, that they would also be doing these things as well. There's a reason why it's called News I Missed. And yeah. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Professor Wally from Gunbot University, Navarro Williams, David James, Attila the Han, Yasha Harari, Oscar Maldonado, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP, Joshua Vineyard, Martin Storio, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Animal Reader, A Bibliophobia, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Mohammed Maroni, Massive Ventures in Thailand, Jared Schneider, Wise9, Owl 242 to the World, Crypto Joe, Bankroll Network, Adobo, Crypto Artist, Coldy 3D, Damian Setsuna, Nick Kanaya, Richie Richard III, Vlad the Impaler, Paxis, Nick Mon, Jelevody, Anthony Charles, Jim Garner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Miller, his chest every day, and Kowski, like they yes to Crypto, Boat Face, Anytime Fitness, March Corner Staff, Arthmetic 17, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger, Macho Nisa on Crypto with Lana, Crayla, Michelle, URL, and Bolero Bastos. Thank you all very, very much for your support. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the channel. Thank you to everyone who is a clicker of affiliate links. At the moment, Bitcoin is up, but not really up. It's up by 0.59 percentages. Ethereum is up by almost 4%. It's been running on up since we got that news that apparently, Ethereum 2.0 is going to still launch this year. Cardano is up by just about 7% if you round up. I assume this has to do with the news that in 4 days we are going to be getting the hard fork for it. Litecoin is also pumping and has been for the last couple of days, and I'm not really sure why. I don't think that it would be pumping simply off of the news, like the Grayscale news. That would be a bit weird. I don't know what it is. Binance Coin is also up. I really see no reason why Binance Coin is ever really down. If you kind of want to say that. Anything else significant? Anything else too crazy? Tron is trying to move up. VeChain Thor is up. Lend is of course up. Ampleforth is of course up. Balancer's down. It's like a really weird wave between all the DeFi coins every day. Like 2 of them will go up and the other ones kind of don't go up. Yeah, nothing too crazy at all. I had a lot of articles floating around that I was looking at before making this video talking about that apparently Bitcoin looks like this weekend it is going to try and make a move above 9,800 US dollars, and therefore next week we would see that move above 10,000. Who knows? Question mark, question mark. It could happen, it could not happen. That's just how the cryptocurrency market works. Bitcoin is hyper undervalued, but we also know that rich people are probably, assumption, manipulating the market to be able to keep the price down so that they can accumulate a lot more in an effort to become wealthier, as it were. Anyway, that is definitely going to do it for this video. I do hope you all enjoyed the nonsensical news. I do hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. That's the smallest bee. That's the smallest bee I've ever seen in my entire life. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening. It's nonsense. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.